Oh, young growing minds, young gentlemen's historicals, my historical ambitions. Since I first traveled abroad to Africa long time ago. I migrated from distant, long furthest countries, from the part of Ethiopia and all the part of Africans, towns, country, and towns. His historicals, potentials, tentacles, the historicals of ambitions, historicals of intellects. Young men try to travel and learn educations and study learning English in all this part of the world and travel from distance to distance to seek for understanding is the logical confirmations of love worthy, the seeking for understandings of knowledge that is power, potentials, the ideas of journeys only faith can propel the power of ingenious young mind to travel all the distance of the world and live and see many different cultures of today's the potentials logicals confirmations is like descriptions of king he loved to see what is the king means in this world or what is it's not supposed to be just a king or just a loyal person. A loyal person will support know the logical confirmation. The compositions of leadership is revolved in the compositions of ideas that are worthy of today. The figurations of knowledge is worthy. The figurations of knowledge is trustworthy. The implications of ideas. The ideas of today's are evolved on historical ambitions, historical configurations, historical mind tangling, historical of love. Love is a trustworthy. The trustworthy knowledge is revealed in our love of ideas. We go to educations, we learn the logic, the definition of historical site of ideas. So the logic is revealed on our ways of funniness. The funny people, the hilarious comedians, they realize the logics of configurations of love, trustworthy, is a figure of informations. I myself, I search for the laughness and historical laughness of today's. What is the what make people, what make comedians so make people laugh? What is the rogers? But you can laugh anyway in insights. You can laugh in a different way of varieties of implications. The logical ways of seeking the knowledge is the pathworthy. Everything's evolved knowledge. Young mind, young growing mind, they should learn the logics, the ingredients of knowledge is evolved on search for ideas, search for invention, search for idea, logical of love, logical of configurations, logical of rebuilding our world in a transformative way. We are young generations. We should build the kindness of commotions of love, the commotions of ideas that are logical. Is the trustworthy. The implications is varieties of confirmations, varieties of love, the trustworthy, the young generation, young ladies and gentlemen, they should fall in love and trustworthy. They should command the love and compare and look for the best the suitable love, that indescribable, a love that like a star, shining star, a dancing angels, a dancing love, a dancing varieties of implications, a dancing of love that is trustworthy, the trustworthy of today, tomorrow, forever. A logics is a profound way of communications, a communications of logics that love is trustworthy is implications of figurations of transformations of encouragement, encouragement of love, poverty. The conversations of leadership is revolves like the leaderships is like intellectual ways of bouncing love. It's like the king himself try to impress the ingredients of transfiguration. So these ideas, as mind-blowing, as enthusiastic, is hilarious. What is the hilariousness of love? The hilariousness of love is transfigured us in the transformations of ideas. Ideas that has implications. Implications that has configurations. Configuration that has transfiguration. The love of transfiguration transmatters, a transmission of love, a transmission of ideas, ideologies, a love of knowledge, the trustworthy congregations of informations that are worthy. The music of love is the music of understandings of logics that's the music itself. It's a music ingenious of knowledge that came through hearing and wisdom. Wisdom is relies on hearing and confirmations of logics. Logics is profound, is holiness, is a key ingredient, the golden way of information, is a golden way of implication, is a golden way of figurations, is a love of transformation. Young one, they should yearn to learn the logical of informations of transfiguration, transfigurations of implications, implications that are worthy. The reliability is relies on a logical way, that the conformative way of love is transfigurations. The conformative way of love is suitable, is a suitable varieties of love. Love is trustworthy of complications of informations. The information that are logical to combine the knowledge, the combinations, transfigurations. The transfigurations is electrical powers of knowledge that is transformed, transfused as the power of love. Is the powers that ingenious is the powers of implications, implications that are worthy. The knowledge is the loyalty of love, is the loyalty of complications of ideas. The worthy love is trustworthy, is the implications of love, is the implications of ideas, ideas that are transfigurations, a love that is worthy. The stars are far away from heaven, far away. We look to there, they're there. We figure out what is how make them fly, how make them float in the sky. Is the figure why we know that's the knowledge of today's that we seek for knowledge. We know the gravitational force is holding in the atmosphere of the earth. We know that is the logical what make them hold in the gravitational force is the force of natures. That is vastness, supposedness, is the vastness ingredients, is the vastness that made possible by creations of God, by wonderful powers, is powers of God. By we transfigurations, the knowledge is the figures of imaginations. Imaginations is the logical, is the key word that configures the knowledge of today, tomorrow, forever. Is a love that is vastness. This is the conversations of kings revolving, revealing the secrets of identity of love and transfigurations. These transfigurations is the worthy knowledge, is the worthy knowledge of today, is the knowledge of profound imaginations. A profound novel writer is reading the books of novels. The books of novel is a book of writings of love, of ideas. A compound love is a unique way of configuring the love and ideas, vastness, and logical confirmation. The logical ways is configures the bestness of love and transfiguration. The love is trust is the key transmitters of joy, a transmitters of informations, a logics, radio frequencies, frequencies of love that is implicated in the vastness solutions of matters, and matters that evolved seen long time ago. Solve the gravitation pull rotating on the Earth atmospheres. This way of logic. What we imagine the time. Time itself is the calculations of the unity of the figures of unity of transmitters. Transmitters who is in the sky, vastness, logical way of transformation. Is inspirations of love and transfiguration of ideas. This is a trustworthy, is information that is logical for the conversations of all the leaders, young men's, the kings of the young men's varieties of love is their heart of transformations of love, is a key that transmitter of joy, a joy that defines of the holiness of the Bible, is a historical been told long time ago. Is a story being told and continues existing from time to time. Is the time calculations of modifications of love and transmissions of ideas. Thank you very much.